This is the aspect of the end, and it's one of the most important items for any player to have in Hypixel Skyblock, allowing you to instantly teleport up to 8 blocks with a single right click. In order to craft one though, I'll need to kill enough Endermen to collect 25,000 Ender Pearls, which actually for the average player wouldn't be too difficult, but my challenge requires me to progress through the updates of the game in the order that they were released, and the end update here is actually the very first update I've unlocked, so my current gear is a bit on the weaker side. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a very long time since I've been at this stage of Skyblock, but based on what I can remember, I don't think my Lapis armor and like an undead sword is going to be very useful against an Enderman here. Yeah, I did like 5% of its health and got 2 shots, so we're gonna need to make some upgrades. I did have a feeling that this moment was gonna be coming though, so I did some on-camera mining and got enough iron and cobblestone to make a bunch of iron minions here and give them all auto smelters and compactors. Because there is a particular set of items that were available in the early game that I think will be pretty useful to me right now. And so this right here is all of the iron I've managed to save up in that time. Now, if I had actually been logging on regularly and collecting all the iron these guys were producing, I'd have way more, but I honestly haven't been doing too great of a job of that. Anyways though, the set of items that I want to craft is this full set of golem armor as well as the golem sword. Because even though the stats on this stuff probably doesn't seem that insane to people who have been playing the game for a long time, there really wasn't that much else available at this time in Skyblock that would be reasonable for me to obtain at this point in the game. So I'm going to start by crafting all of the different pieces of the golem armor, and then if I have enough iron left over, I'll go ahead and make the sword as well. And there we go, full set of golem armor crafted. Of course, it just looks like regular iron armor, but it's a bit better than that. And I have just a little over 4 stacks of enchanted iron left over, which is unfortunately just a bit short of getting the golem sword as well, because I need 5 full stacks of enchanted iron for that. I only need to get 40 more enchanted iron to reach that point though, which doesn't seem that unreasonable. And so I want to head into the deep caverns here and manually mine iron for a little bit to see how long it would take me to grind out 40 enchanted. Oh, and also, I guess while I'm doing this, I should point out that I am already very close to getting to Skyblock level 11 just from setting up all those iron minions in between videos. Because I not only leveled up my iron and cobblestone collections a decent bit in the process, but I also got quite a few mining levels from just collecting the minions. All right, so based on the rates I'm able to do right now, I think it'll take me about an hour of mining iron to get the rest that I need for the golem sword, which in terms of Hypixel Skyblock grinds is actually like ridiculously short. So I sat down for the next hour and mined enough iron to get the golem sword. And in the process, I also unlocked the uncommon rock pet, which of course I can't use yet, but it did give me enough XP to hit Skyblock level 11, so that's nice. All right, and that makes 40 enchanted iron ingots. So now if I open up my ender chest and grab all of this, I should have exactly enough that I need. Boom, my 2 iron blocks. Then if I hop into the crafting table, the golem sword. So now we can go ahead back over to the end, see what my damage and survivability is looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit the 55,000 coins I have first though, because I'm probably still gonna die and I'd rather not lose half of that. And honestly, at some point here, I need to figure out what I need in order to craft these portals for my island, because it is very annoying to just have to run everywhere right now. All right, let's go hit an Enderman and see where we're at. Okay, 300 damage, not great. How much damage is he gonna do to me? Oh, like 120, 130 that was. So I'd be getting like 2 or 3 shot right now. Not great, but definitely an improvement over where I was before. I mean, I managed to kill 1 Enderman there, so like that's gotta count for something, right? And of course, my armor and sword both aren't enchanted right now, so that's something that I can go ahead and fix immediately. And this is also a good opportunity for me to bring up the bit of an issue this series is going to have with enchanting. Because if I go ahead and pull up some old Skyblock gameplay of how enchanting used to work, you may notice that it was a much different system to what it is today. Because today, if I open up an enchanting table like this and put my item in, I can go through and pick from a list of all the enchants I have unlocked and get like the exact level and everything that I want of the enchant. But back in the day, it was basically a fully randomized process, and getting the ideal enchants was really, really complicated. And so, of course, it'd be really cool if I could somehow recreate or like go back in time to use the old enchanting system. But obviously, I'm not like an admin or game developer for the server or anything. I'm just a random YouTuber that decided to make a challenge, so I can't really do that. And initially, I had the idea of only using enchantment books that I could craft or buy from NPCs, because that was also an option when Skyblock first released. But as I was literally in the process of making this video, Hypixel rolled out an announcement that they're going to be getting rid of enchantment book crafting like forever. So yeah, I basically don't have any other option besides to just use the new enchantment system. But anyways, to start, I just put protection on all my armor pieces and sharpness on my sword, and then headed back to the end to see if just those basic enchants would have an impact. All right, we've got an Enderman here. Okay, the sharpness definitely did not do too much. It increased my damage from like 300 to maybe 370 here. Like, fighting an Enderman is still quite the struggle, my god. So I definitely need to continue to make some more improvements. Before I do that though, if I just get to Endstone Collection level 3, which is only 250 Endstone, I'll unlock the recipe to make the portal to the end, which would obviously be super nice right now, so that I don't have to run like 3 miles every time I'm trying to get back here. So let's unlock that really quickly. And there we go, portal to the end unlocked. That was super easy. Now, I did learn my lesson from the accessories we were getting in the last episode, though. I want to check, do I have all the materials I need for this? We do have enough endstone. I'm gonna need some obsidian, and I'm also gonna need a lot more ender pearls than I have right now. That is a bit tragic. There is no way I'll be able to farm these endermen though until I get my damage like way more up than it is right now. Oh no, he's after me. He's after me. I'm not ready for this. Stay back. Stay back. Oh no. Stay back. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die to this thing. I'm actually gonna die to it. No, please, 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 please. Oh my god, we got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I am not ready for the end yet. I have got to get out of here and figure out some sort of upgrade I can make. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought the golem armor and sword were gonna be helping me out a lot more than they are right now. I guess the one thing I can do that has always been available in Skyblock is go ahead and reforge my gear. So I just need to go ahead and get the 10 coal for the blacksmith's quest here. All right, so we'll start with the golem sword. And we get spicy first try. Honestly, the 45% crit damage might not be bad on this thing. So now we go ahead and do the armor set. Smart, don't want that. Light, don't want that. Fierce? Honestly, Fierce might not be bad. And with all my gear now fully reforged, the only other upgrade I could really make was just finishing off the rest of the enchants that it needed. But at the moment, I didn't really have any easy way of getting XP levels. So I decided to head back into the deep caverns and grind up my lapis collection until I unlocked the ability to craft grand XP bottles. Because even though it would probably make this particular enchanting session take a little bit longer, it would definitely make all of my future ones go by much, much faster. Once I had done that though, I finished enchanting my golem sword, and then it was time to head back to the end once again. Really quickly though, before I head back into the end to test out the new upgrades to the gear, I just want to give you all a quick reminder that if you are ever purchasing anything from the Hypixel store, you can use code RAGETRAIN at checkout to not only save yourself 5% on your purchase, but also to greatly help support me. And also, huge shout out to all of you that already use code RAGETRAIN. It helps me out a ton and I really appreciate it. All right, we're back in the end here though. Let's run up to one of these things and see. Oh man, my damage is still not great. Wait, honestly, this did not do like nearly as much as I would have expected. Oh wait, that was a good hit. Okay, my critical hit damage is pretty good, but the problem is my crit chance is only 53% right now. So obviously I'm not always getting one of those, but honestly, this is maybe somewhat doable. Or not, I don't know. Okay, maybe getting growth on the entire armor set as well would actually be a pretty good idea. I'm just a bit hesitant to do it though, because all I would have to do is drop like 1 or 2 pieces of ender armor from these things, and then I don't think it'll be a problem at all anymore. Okay, and I just checked the wiki, and each piece of ender armor has exactly a 1% chance of dropping. So getting a couple pieces with my current setup should actually be pretty easy, so I'm just gonna try and grind that out right now. Hey, there we go. First Ender Armor piece, we got the helmet. Okay, wait, I'm now realizing that the Ender Armor isn't actually that much better than the Golem Armor. I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely is better, and once I get Protection 5 on this as well, it'll be a decent bit better, but I was honestly thinking it was like 2 or 3 times better than the Golem Armor. I should honestly go run and reforge and enchant this thing right now, but it's so much walking to get back and forth between the hub and the end island here until I get the portal for my island that I kind of just want to try and stick it out and get like another piece or two before I do that. Yes, another piece. Ender boots. Let's go. All right, halfway down already. Yeah, getting a full set here is definitely not going to be too hard at all. Okay, wait, the boots are actually just straight up worse than the Golem ones though until I enchant them. So I guess I'm not going to be using those for now. Oh my god, Ender leggings. Wow, we got that so quickly after the boots. That was like literally 3 Endermen later. At this point though, I was getting a bit tired of constantly being two-shot by the Enderman while trying to grind for the armor pieces. So I took a quick break to first head over to the hub and reforge my 3 new pieces of Ender armor. And the reforge I ended up deciding on was pure because it gave a nice balance of all the different stats. And then once I had gotten that on all 3 pieces, I mined up enough lapis to craft some grand XP bottles so that I could enchant protection and growth on all the pieces as well. And in the process of doing this, I actually gained a mining level, which bumped me up enough Skyblock XP for me to hit level 12. So I was already making really good progress towards getting Skyblock level 20 and unlocking that next update, even though I hadn't even like begun to focus on getting levels. After making all these upgrades though, my stats in the end were looking much improved, with my health over 800, my defense over 500, and my crit chance at almost 90%. So grinding out these Enderman kills for the last piece of armor was going to be much easier. And so all that there was left to do was lock in and get that chestplate. Unfortunately, my luck of no dupes quickly came to an end after starting the grind for the chestplate though, and I got a dupe of every single armor piece I already had. But then, just as I was starting to think that the Skyblock RNG gods had officially forsaken me, I got what I needed. Oh my god, and there we go, chestplate. Wow, okay. Thank you, Skyblock RNG gods. That is actually crazy. Look at that. Nothing else even happened in chat between the last 3 of those drops there. That is insane. Now, of course, though, I do need to get this thing reforged and enchanted, so let's go do that. So first, of course, oh, and first try, let's go. I was just about to say, I'm going to try and get pure on the chestplate as well, because this should now get me super close to having 100% crit chance in the end. Then just got to craft my 2 protection 4 books for it and apply that. Finally put the chestplate in and growth 5. There we go. Full set of pure Ender armor with protection 5, growth 5. Honestly, doesn't seem like that much of a flex for modern day Skyblock. This is a pretty weak armor set by today's standards, but for me right now in this series, this is awesome. And so now, of course, it's time to get back to the end and start grinding with this thing. And for once, I'm finally not gonna have to run back there, because I finally went out of my way here to collect the materials I'm gonna need to craft a couple portals. So I'll actually start here by making the portal to the deep caverns, because even though the run back there is not nearly as far as the one to the end, it is still annoying to always have to run. But then, of course, the big boy here, the portal to the end, there we go. And so now all I have to do is walk in here and we are instantly in the end. This is so nice. And honestly, these are the types of things I love about doing series like this, because it just makes things that would normally not be that rewarding in Skyblock feel so rewarding. Which I guess, by the way, I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but just in case I didn't, or for anyone who didn't watch that episode, the reason I need to craft portals to fast travel is very simply because this fast travel option just didn't exist on the current update of Skyblock that I'm at. Look at that though, we're over 1,000 health, we're at 600 defense, and I did hit 100% crit chance. Oh wait, and I totally almost forgot, at enchanting level 11, I unlocked the Ender Slayer enchant. So that is actually something we could put on my sword now. That is gonna be a huge help, because that'll give me an extra 80% damage to Enderman. So I actually am going to make use of that extra grand experience bottle we saved up and throw that on my sword right now. There we go. So wait, let's actually get another damage test going now with this as well. 3k damage on the first hit. We're actually making some progress. Let's go. And so now that it was possible for me to kill Enderman at a somewhat reasonable pace, I could finally grind out the Aspect of the End, which is the first of 3 major items from the end that I want to obtain before I progress to the next update. Unfortunately for me, this grind would be a bit boring, as there is literally zero RNG involved. It was simply just a matter of killing enough Endermen to collect the 25,000 Ender Pearls I need to unlock the recipe. But if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I am no stranger to long, boring Skyblock grinds. So after roughly 7 hours of slaughtering Endermen, I had done it. But now I will point out that there is one small issue that I realized while grinding for this thing, and that's that the recipe for these enchanted eyes of Ender that I need to craft it require blaze powder. And originally when Skyblock released, the only place that was available to get blazes was the Blazing Fortress, but that has since been removed and replaced with the Crimson Isle. And so I'm pretty sure that until I unlock the Dwarven Mines, there is literally nowhere for me to go to grind blazes. So that is definitely a bit of a predicament, but thankfully the Alchemist NPC in the hub here does sell blaze powder, so every single day I can buy 10 stacks of this stuff. And so, being the smart Skyblock player that I am, as I've been working on grinding these Ender Pearls for the AOTE here, I have also been buying my daily supply of blaze powder, so I already have enough saved up here. So now all I've got to do is combine these enchanted Ender Pearls together with that blaze powder, and there we go, 32 enchanted eyes of Ender. And I also have a ton of enchanted Ender Pearls left over here because the collection requirement of 25,000 Ender Pearls is like way more than the recipe actually needs. And now the only other thing I need to craft this is a single enchanted diamond, which thankfully I have enough diamonds here to craft already. Wait, do I not have the recipe for an enchanted diamond unlocked? Oh my god, I don't. I need to go grind another 500 diamonds. All right, well, I guess it's time to make use of this Deep Caverns portal now, because I gotta go grind some diamonds. The amount of times that this has happened on this profile already in just these first 2 episodes is actually ridiculous. All right, there we go. Enchanted diamond unlocked. Then we split our enchanted eyes of Ender like that, and boom, the AOTE has been crafted. And now I can do my first teleport with it. Oh, look at that. That is going to be such a huge help, especially for things like fairy souls or whatever. That is going to be huge. And this AOTE grind was also actually huge for combat levels. I got all the way up to combat level 19 just passively from grinding out those Ender Pearls. And so because of that, as well as just like the collection and bestiary XP, I'm actually already over halfway through Skyblock level 13. And another thing on top of that is the Enderman dropped a ton of Ender armor throughout that grind. And so I've just been selling every single piece of this that I've gotten to the NPC for 10,000 coins a pop, which has been an insane help to my bank balance. If I go ahead and open this up here, you can see I have almost 3.5 million coins in here, and that is almost just entirely from selling that extra Ender armor. So that is very nice as well. But now, obviously, I've been super focused on like the upper part of the end here, but that is not even really the big part of what this update brought to Skyblock. Obviously, the biggest part is the Dragon's Nest down here, where you can grind for summoning eyes and spawn in, well, the dragon. And so that's my next big goal right now, is to be able to grind up enough zealots to drop 4 summoning eyes to spawn in the dragon and give myself a chance at getting the AOTD, because that would be a huge upgrade in terms of weaponry for me right now. Which might sound a little bit ambitious, but if I place down 4 summoning eyes, I actually have a 12% chance at dropping the sword, which is actually really good when it comes to Skyblock drop chances. Because usually with Skyblock, you're talking about drop chances that are way less than even a single percent. Now, obviously, at the moment, I don't kill zealots very fast at all, but I'm hoping that if I just put the hours in, I'll be able to somehow get these 4 summoning eyes anyway, and we'll be able to have a chance at that AOTD. We'll see though. It's possible that I'm also just drastically underestimating how painful it's going to be trying to drop summoning eyes this way, and I fold on this like an hour from now, so yeah, but I'm at least gonna give it a try, so I guess let's just see how this goes. But to my surprise, even though I was super slow at killing these zealots because I just didn't do a lot of damage, I actually was getting summoning eyes at an insane pace because, well, I was getting RNG carried. My first summoning eye I got after literally 27 zealot kills, which is insane. My second summoning eye I got about 110 kills later, which is still insanely lucky. And then my third summoning eye, I got another 230 kills later, which is still pretty lucky. So in total for those first 3 summoning eyes, it only took me 372 zealot kills, which for context, when you kill a zealot in 2 or more hits, it has a 1 in 378 chance to drop an eye. So I literally dropped 3 summoning eyes quicker than the average person would have dropped a single one. And so I was honestly starting to think that this was going to be the easiest 4 summoning eyes I had gotten in my entire life. But of course, the RNG gods simply weren't going to allow that. So I then proceeded to go on one of the worst dry spells I have ever had while grinding summoning eyes, killing nearly 900 zealots before finally... Yes, finally, oh my god. Oh my god, we did not hit 1,000. How many did I hit though? Let's see. All right, so 1,239 is my total zealots killed now. After the third one, I was only at 372 kills total. So for these first 3 summoning eyes, I was averaging an eye every like 120 kills. And then this fourth one took me 867 zealot kills. That is ridiculous. But I'm still not quite ready to fight a dragon just yet because I first need to actually get myself a bow. The good thing is though that if I'm placing 4 summoning eyes, the amount of damage I do basically doesn't matter. I think I just need to hit the dragon literally 1 time and I'll be good to go. And so because of that, I'm just going to make use of all these enchanted ender pearls I've been stockpiling from these grinds and craft myself the ender bow. Once again, obviously the stats on this thing are not that impressive, but it doesn't matter because I'm placing 4 summoning eyes. But the one very important thing to get on this bow though is Dragon Tracer, because I do need to make sure at least one of my arrows hits the dragon or I will have a bit of a problem. And I do need to of course also get myself some arrows to actually shoot with the bow, so I'll go ahead and just buy my 10 stacks from the weaponsmith here. I guess to start out here, I'm just going to throw down 4 summoning eyes in the thing here and see if anybody comes over to fill up the other 4 spots. Oh nice, someone just asked to place here. Okay, perfect. Wow, someone else just filled up the other 4 spots. That was very easy. I thought it might take like a couple lobbies to get someone to actually place, but that was fast. All right, Superior Dragon, first try. Come on. Ah, Protector Dragon. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, we got a hit on the dragon. For a second, I was kind of thinking, wait, what if I don't even get 1 hit even with Dragon Tracer on my bow? But we're good. I've got 600 damage in on the dragon. So we are officially rolling for an AOTD. I believe it's a 12% chance. So definitely not expecting one, but it is a possibility. It would be very awesome to get. Ooh, and look at that. The XP from finding the dragon also made me hit Skyblock level 14. All right, time to go over and look at the loot I got. Come on. Oh, Protector Dragon Helmet. For a second, I thought it actually was the AOTD. Oh my god, I was so hyped for a second. I guess they're all going to have orange text, but for some reason I was thinking, wait, the AOTD, orange text. Oh, okay. Well, definitely not the greatest loot we could get from a drag fight, but I guess if I go ahead and enchant and reforge this thing, it probably will be better than my ender helmet, right? So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we go ahead and get growth 5 on it, as well as protection 5. And then we just got to head over to the blacksmith, and I guess, oh, pure, wow, first try, okay. The question now, though, is when I go to the end here, how will the stats compare between these two? All right, so the Protector Dragon Helmet does give 40 more defense, but in literally every other stat, because of it doubling while I'm on the End Island, I think the Ender Helmet is better. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they are basically like exactly the same. Obviously though, when I'm anywhere else besides the end, the Protector Dragon Helmet is just gonna be way, way better than the Ender Helmet is, so I will still definitely be able to get some use out of this thing. That's it for this episode though. I will see you guys in the next one when I grind out a ton more summoning eyes to try and drop that aspect of the dragons.